Are you using expensive shampoos, oils, and treatments, yet your hair is still thinning, falling, or simply refusing to grow? Because here's the uncomfortable truth most people never hear. Hair loss is almost never just a hair problem. It's a signal that something deeper inside your body is out of balance. And onion juice, yes, something as simple and overlooked as onion juice, can be powerful, but only if you understand why it works and how to use it correctly within the bigger picture of your biology. Here's what's really going on inside your body. Your hair follicles are among the most metabolically active tissues you have. That means they are extremely sensitive to changes in blood flow, inflammation, hormones, and nutrient delivery. When your metabolism is strong, your hair grows thick, dense, and healthy. But when your metabolism is disrupted, whether it's due to high insulin, chronic stress, poor liver function, or nutrient deficiencies, your body starts prioritizing survival over growth. And guess what gets sacrificed first? Hair. So instead of asking, what oil should I apply? The better question is, what is my body lacking that's causing my hair to shut down growth? This is where onion juice becomes interesting. Not as a miracle cure, but as a targeted tool. Because onions are rich in sulfur compounds, particularly something called cysteine, a key building block for keratin, the protein that makes up your hair. They also improve blood circulation to the scalp and have antimicrobial properties that can reduce inflammation and scalp infections. But here's the key insight most people miss. If your internal environment is inflamed, insulin is high, and your stress hormones like cortisol are elevated, no amount of onion juice alone will fix the problem. You have to work from the inside and the outside. In this video, I'm going to break this down for you like a whiteboard session. We'll explore why onion juice actually works on a biological level, the biggest mistake people make when using it, and how to combine it with simple metabolic strategies to actually trigger hair regrowth. Because once you understand the root cause, everything changes. You stop guessing, you stop wasting money, and you start giving your body exactly what it needs to grow hair again, naturally. Now let's go deeper into the first insight, why onion juice can stimulate hair growth, and why most people still don't get results from it. Here's what's really going on inside your body. Your hair follicle is like a tiny factory. For it to produce strong, thick hair, it needs three critical things: oxygen, nutrients, and structural building blocks. If even one of these is missing, production slows down or stops completely. Now imagine this like a farm. If the soil is dry, nutrients are low, and water isn't reaching the roots, no matter how good the seed is, nothing grows. Your scalp works the same way. One of the biggest hidden causes of hair loss is poor microcirculation. This means blood is not efficiently reaching the hair follicles. And when blood flow is reduced, oxygen and nutrients can't reach the roots. So the follicles shrink, weaken, and eventually stop producing hair. This is where onion juice becomes powerful. Onions are rich in sulfur compounds, which help increase the production of something called glutathione, one of the body's most important antioxidants. This reduces oxidative stress around the hair follicle, which is a major factor in hair thinning. But even more important, onion juice contains compounds that stimulate vasodilation, meaning they help widen blood vessels in the scalp. This increases blood flow, delivering more oxygen and nutrients directly to the follicle. Let me explain this with a simple analogy. Think of your blood vessels like water pipes. If the pipes are narrow or blocked, very little water reaches the plants. But when you open those pipes and increase flow, suddenly everything starts growing again. That's exactly what improved circulation does for your hair. Now here's the mistake most people make. They apply onion juice randomly, maybe once or twice a week, without any structure, and then expect dramatic results. But hair growth is a biological process, not a one-time reaction. For onion juice to actually work, you need consistency and the right method. Here's a simple, effective protocol. Use fresh onion juice, not stored for days, because the active sulfur compounds degrade quickly. Apply it directly to your scalp, focusing on thinning areas. Gently massage for 3 to 5 minutes. This is critical because the massage itself increases blood flow and enhances absorption. Leave it on for at least 20 to 30 minutes before washing it off with a mild shampoo. Do this 3 to 4 times per week for a minimum of 6 to 8 weeks. And here's something most people overlook. You can amplify the effect by combining onion juice with a small amount of a carrier oil like coconut oil. This reduces irritation and helps the compounds penetrate deeper into the scalp. Now, what the research shows is that sulfur-rich compounds can support hair regeneration by strengthening keratin structure and reducing follicle inflammation. There's also evidence that improving scalp circulation can help shift hair follicles from the resting phase back into the growth phase. But remember this, even if you perfectly follow this protocol, if your internal environment is working against you, high sugar intake, chronic stress, poor sleep, your results will be limited because you can't out-apply a metabolic problem. So yes, onion juice can stimulate growth, but only if your body is ready to grow hair. If this is helpful so far, consider subscribing, because I break down complex health topics like this into simple, practical strategies you can actually use every day. Now let's move to the deeper layer, the part almost nobody talks about, why your body may be actively blocking hair growth no matter what you apply on your scalp. Here's what's really going on inside your body. Hair growth is not essential for survival. It's a luxury function. So when your body senses stress, whether it's from poor diet, high sugar intake, lack of sleep, or chronic inflammation, it shifts resources away from hair growth toward more critical systems like the brain, heart, and immune response. And one of the biggest drivers of this shift is insulin. Let me explain this with a simple analogy. Think of insulin like a traffic controller. When insulin is balanced, nutrients flow smoothly to where they're needed, including your hair follicles. But when insulin is constantly elevated, it creates metabolic traffic jams. This leads to inflammation, hormonal imbalance, and poor nutrient delivery. Now here's the connection most people miss. High insulin levels can increase androgen activity, particularly something called DHT, a hormone strongly linked to hair thinning and pattern hair loss. At the same time, elevated insulin promotes inflammation around the follicle, which gradually shrinks it. So even if you're applying onion juice and improving blood flow externally, internally, your body may still be sending signals to shut down hair production. This is why so many people say, I tried everything, oils, treatments, remedies, nothing worked, because the root cause was never addressed. Now let's talk about solutions. Simple, practical, and powerful. First, stabilize your blood sugar. This means reducing refined carbohydrates, sugar, white bread, processed snacks, and replacing them with whole, nutrient-dense foods. Focus on protein, healthy fats, and fiber. For example, eggs, fish, olive oil, nuts, vegetables. This helps lower insulin levels and creates a metabolic environment where hair growth is possible again. Second, use strategic fasting. Even a simple 12 to 14-hour overnight fast can significantly improve insulin sensitivity. This gives your body time to reset and reduce inflammation. Third, support your liver. Your liver plays a key role in hormone regulation, including clearing excess hormones that contribute to hair loss. When the liver is overloaded, from processed foods, toxins, or poor diet, hormonal imbalances worsen. Simple ways to support your liver include drinking enough water, eating bitter vegetables like arugula and spinach, and avoiding excessive sugar and processed oils. Fourth, manage cortisol, your stress hormone. Chronic stress pushes your body into survival mode, shutting down hair growth. Prioritize sleep, sunlight exposure, and simple breathing practices. Even 10 minutes of walking in natural light can lower cortisol significantly. Now here's the powerful shift. When you combine these internal strategies with external stimulation like onion juice, you create a synergy. You're not just forcing hair to grow, you're removing the internal barriers that were stopping it in the first place. And this is where real, sustainable results begin. So let's bring this all together in a simple, clear way. Hair loss is not random. It's not just genetics, and it's definitely not just a scalp problem. It's a signal that your body is under some form of stress, whether it's metabolic, hormonal, or inflammatory. And once you understand that, everything changes, because now you're not chasing products, you're solving the problem. Here's what we uncovered today. First, onion juice works, but not as a miracle cure. It works because it improves blood circulation, delivers sulfur compounds, and supports the structure of your hair through keratin production. But that's only one side of the equation. Second, your internal environment determines whether hair growth is even allowed to happen. If insulin is high, inflammation is present, cortisol is elevated, and your liver is overloaded, your body shifts into survival mode, and hair growth gets shut down. This is why so many people feel stuck. They're treating the surface, but the root cause remains untouched. Now here's the empowering part. You don't need anything extreme to start reversing this. You need consistency with simple, targeted actions. Apply onion juice 3 to 4 times per week with proper scalp massage to stimulate blood flow. Stabilize your blood sugar by reducing refined carbs and focusing on whole, nutrient-dense foods. Give your body a daily fasting window, even 12 to 14 hours, to reset insulin and reduce inflammation. Support your liver with hydration and real foods, and protect your sleep, because that's when your body repairs, regenerates, and restores balance. Let me say this again, because it's important. Hair growth is not something you force. It's something your body allows when the environment is right. So your job is simple. Create that environment. Now here's your challenge. Don't try to do everything at once. Pick one action from this video, just one. Maybe it's starting the onion juice routine. Maybe it's cutting sugar. Maybe it's fixing your sleep. And commit to it for the next 7 days. Then observe, because when you start working with your biology instead of against it, your body responds, and that's where real transformation begins. If this added value to you, like the video and subscribe, because I share simple science-based strategies to help you optimize your health, energy, and longevity naturally. And I'll see you in the next one.